I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
And a child shall lead them to buy much. This is... Go ahead.
Okay, Sylosis, is that how you...
Sylosis is the name of the band.
And... Ooh, I had... Here, listen.
Quiescent.
Quiescent is the way that it's pronounced. Apparently that means to be in a state of period of inactivity or dormancy.
This is for the big homie DJ
Mike.
DJ Mike in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. This is the third song of DJ Mike's that we've listened to in a row because it is the DJ Mike stream, ladies and gentlemen. Fire stream, yada, yada, yada. I know. You want your spot too. When am I going to get a fire stream? Blah, blah, blah. Don't worry. An update video's coming to where you, dear listener, can also have a fire stream where we do a live stream entirely based on your picks. Having said that, the time has arrived. Here we go. This should be interesting.
I'll walk out blindly on the frozen sea where the light has failed close to beams that sting to touch where the lies to flames are all they have.
That was a good song, bro.
Gosh, I cannot wait for you to break down these lyrics.
That was deep.
Oh, his vocal style was so good. Music, it's oh my word. That was a real trip I went on. But I don't know what the lyrics are about.
Well, I think it's probably about someone who was important to the singer who probably took their own life, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Well, those are my assumptions. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it appears that that's kind of what's happening. This guy lyrically, man, this is a second song that we've listened to this band in 3 songs. I walk out blindly on the frozen sea where the light has failed, clutched to beams that sting to touch where the lies took you.
Oh my gosh.
So he's walking out to some, frozen sea. Maybe the person drowned himself. I don't know. Or maybe they went out to the beach and how people, hey, I'd like to go out, looking at the waves in the ocean or whatever. So it appears that the person ended up, the person died. It's the place where the light took you. And then if you look at the last, and then of course, if you look at the name of the song, right, it's, the definition you gave, what does it mean? To be still in a non-moving state?
Well, dormant, a period of inactivity or dormancy.
Yeah, so that could easily refer to the person being dead, right? Because they're in a state of inactivity. Gosh. In the end, it says, "Is this how you repay me? You kept me whole, then you silenced my thoughts. How can I repay you? A canopy of horror drowned in this sorrow, and if you cross my mind again, I will curse you out, enveloping you a swarm, and you die alone. Because the memory of the person is too painful.
It's too much."
And to somebody brought this up in the, let me see if I can find it. It's my buddy, it's Vlad, it's my man Vlad, when he talks about cursing. When he says I will curse you out, I don't mean he's saying get the fuck out of my head.
Yeah.
What he's saying is may the gods, curse you or erase your memory or blah blah blah. So I think it means curse to Vlad's point in the more traditional cultic sense of curse, not the modern understanding. Modern understanding of curse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Vlad says it's interesting in the modern era, cursing equals vulgar language. Not always so. It meant to invoke the gods to do harm to someone. That's why cursing your father and mother carried a death sentence. It wasn't mere name calling, etc., etc. So yeah, when he says I will curse you out, it's some sort of incantation or whatever to get this person out of your head because you don't want to remember them because the pain of the loss is too much. So that's how I interpreted that.
Wow.
How did you interpret it?
Like I said, I had no clue what it was going to be about. I walk out blindly on the frozen sea where the light has failed, clutched to beams that sting to touch, where the lies took you. I didn't know if it was like when somebody kind of goes off on a certain thought process or a way of life that kind of takes them somewhere.
Yeah.
And this person, this is like a flip from what it was saying, but so before, I remember being a child and I remember people kind of talking about philosophy and how bad it was. And
really?
Yeah, it was looked at like it was witchcraft. It's so funny because
philosophy is witchcraft?
Yeah, I was actually talking to one of our patrons and she was saying that the same thing happened when she was a kid. I'm kind of probably mixing this up a little bit, but they used to talk, the kids would talk about theological things, and then one of them started getting interested in philosophy, and so I think it was her, she was combining philosophy and theology together, and the parents of the Christian family said stop talking to her, stop talking to the other kids, because they didn't want her mixing Christianity and philosophy and discussing that with the other children. And then
isn't just theology philosophized biblical interpretation?
Well, yeah, that's how I see it now, but that's not how it was seen then, and it was not looked at as a positive thing. And so there was
crazy.
A path that I remember as I'm coming across different thought processes within philosophy, I'm like, hey, my cousin was onto this